Hi guys! So, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. I have missed it and my fan is going around, so hopefully you can still hear me. I didn't even think about that the entire video. Whoops. This is my updated makeup routine. I have been loving this look. It's been like, I don't know, a better face, darker eyes, darker contour, so many compliments I've been getting on this makeup look. So I wanted to share it with you, and I apologize for being so MIA. There is a reason for it. I said it in the outro, but if you want to see an updated, like where have I been, I did make one. But anyway, so I hope you enjoy seeing this look if you're interested. It is basically just darker than I normally do it. It's the same palette that I used in my last makeup routine, I believe, Urban Decay Ultimate Basics. So it's kind of a really nice way to see how I took my everyday, like very natural, pretty makeup into a darker look with just the same palette. I think I used all of the same makeup products except for like my foundation, and I just used different techniques or did something a little bit different and I got a different look. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see how that happens. So if you want to see how I got this kind of darker, kind of smokier eye, which I forgot to take the mascara off of my eyelid. Whoops, I'll have to do that. Darker contour, you know, if you want to see how I did this look, then just keep watching. Quick side note, in case I forget to mention it in the intro, I might be snacking on my breakfast a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I just have some apples and some warm lime water, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but if you see me munching, it's my breakfast. I have to eat it because I finally have my appetite back. Alright, so it's weird being back on camera, but I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to start with my foundation, and I've been doing a little bit different lately, so I am still using my Pure Correcting Primer, just the green. You couldn't see that at all. Just the green primer. I put a little bit on the back of my hand because I use this not necessarily, I guess as a color correcting, but I use it because none of my foundations are light enough for my skin without it. So it takes away some of the redness that you can see, especially right in this area from like my acne and irritation. So it helps with that. And now I have my fan on super high because I'm super hot, but this is going to get in the way with my hair. And then I'm going to use, I've started using my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is in Light 2, Mont Blanc. I don't know why I got Light 2 instead of Light 1. Probably should have done that. That would have been better. And I don't really understand. I guess you're supposed to pour this on your hand, but it comes with like this thing, unless mine's broken. But I literally go in and I tap whatever drops off of the end of that stick and then swipe the stick on my hand. I know you can't see what I'm doing because it's messy. It is so liquidy. I was like, there's no way in heck this is gonna work on my face. Because like, why is it so liquidy? I thought it was supposed to be like a full coverage foundation. But it works, guys. It really does. Don't let it fool you. And try not to get too much because you can always get more. You can always go in and get more. You don't want to get too much and then waste it. I still have a little bit of a problem with that. Alright, I just like to dot it. After I mix it, I mix the green with the foundation on my hand. And I just take my finger and dot it around areas of my face. Alright, and so the tip that has really changed my foundation game is using a beauty blender instead of using a brush. I find it's so much less cakey that way, and it just looks so much nicer. So you take a damp beauty blender, and you're going to want to clean it after every use to get the best use. Right? use. You're going to clean it after each use to get the best results. And then you just kind of do a mixture of like rolling and patting. I don't know what the correct way is. I just kind of do what works. Just kind of get it blended into my skin. So you're going to do a little bit of your ear and a little bit of your jawline and neck and chin. Okay, so that is like super lightweight, but you can kind of already tell just how much it's kind of helped even out my skin tone. So now I'm going to move into my concealer. I am running out of my concealer, so I ordered more yesterday, so hopefully it comes in soon. I use the NARS concealers, Radiant Creamy Concealers. I use two colors. I use Light 1 and Light 2. So I start by taking Light 2, and I'm going to put it on my cheek where I have my blemishes I want to cover up, and I take Light 1 and I do a little bit of Light 1 on top of that, because you want darker colors to recede. So you're going to want to use, like if you're covering up blemishes, you're going to want to use a little bit of, I don't want to say a darker concealer, because then it's going to be like, why do you have a dark spot on your face? But you know, you're not going to want to use one of those brightening concealers, because brightening, you know, it brings out. That's why you put it on your cheekbones, because you want to make your cheekbones pop and whatnot. You want to put dark colors to recede what you don't want to be seen. And I've kind of gotten to that point where, you know, if it doesn't cover everything, it doesn't cover everything. I'm human. I have blemishes. I have acne. It's gonna happen. I don't want to cake on my makeup and make it look bad. I want my makeup to just accent the beauty I already have. I don't need it to cake up and trying to hide all my, you know, normalcy. I pat in my concealer with my finger at first. It really helps, like the body heat is going to be the best thing to help it blend into the skin. And then if I need to, I will go through with my beauty blender to blend out my concealer. I'll tell you real quick what I'm going to do while I chew, and I'll speed this up. I'm going to put Light 1 underneath my eyes, a little bit on my eyelid, and I'm going to blend that in with my ring finger. Alright, as soon as I'm satisfied with the amount of concealer I have under my eyes, sometimes I need more because of huge dark circles, as soon as I do that, I take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, whatever the whole name is, and my beauty blender. This is a brand new thing I've been doing. It's just baking. Put it right under my eye. I've never done baking before until a couple days ago, because I was like, I don't need to do that. But that's like literally the whole reason I bought this powder in the first place, and I never did it. Now I do it and I realize it is the best thing ever if you crease under your eyes like I do. I crease under my eyes so bad. My mom is literally always pointing it out to me, and I'm like, thanks, I know I have dry under eyes, even though I can use eye cream and do everything I'm supposed to do. I just have dry under eyes. So baking is a thing that I found recently that really helps to keep my under eyes from creasing. So I just put a whole lot there, and I'm going to leave it until I'm ready to wipe it away. Now for powder on the rest of my face, I don't want to use too much because I do have dry skin, but I am going to take the little puff that well, it doesn't come with the powder, but it's recommended to use with the powder. So I just take a little bit from whatever's left over and tap here, tap here, tap here, tap here. Then I take a brush, just kind of blend it. That's all I need. And now I'm going to move on to contour. I use the same thing I always do. My NYX palette. I have a really dirty brush, don't judge me. I haven't cleaned it recently. I tap it into the first 3 colors. And then kind of start by just making a line. I don't like to go back and forth very much. So I start with a line that looks kind of cray-cray, for lack of a better word. And I'm focusing most of the color up here. It's going to be easier to blend out that way. I don't do a lot on my nose, typically, but I do like to take whatever's left over on the brush and do under my nose and on my nose and under my lip, and then now I circle it. Now I'm going to take my NARS Laguna bronzer on just this brush, same as always, and I'm going to go around where I just contoured. I'm just going to bronze. That was a lot more pigmented. There must have been a lot more on the brush left over from the last time than I realized. So, I mean, it's summer, so it's okay to be bronze, but I like to take a clean powder brush, or not necessarily clean, just a powder brush that's not like dark colors. I just blend over it. Now for blush, this is the part that I never get right on the first try. I always want to go back and get more. So I'm just using my NARS Orgasm blush. I like to use blush on a stipple brush. And then I smile and just pat backwards. I don't put a lot all over my face, but I do my cheeks, and then whatever's left over, I like to kind of blend throughout the rest of my skin, so my skin has the same sort of color, but not quite as much. So I may go back and touch that up. And highlight, I wait now to do highlight until I am done baking. Moving on to eyes, I'm taking my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. You can prime your eyes with whatever you want. This is my all-time favorite. I'm taking my favorite palette, my Naked Basics eyeshadow, on my Sigma E40 brush. Nope. Yes, it is a Sigma E40, but I have two, and one's fluffier than the other because I think it got washed wrong. So this is going to be confusing, but if you have a fluffier brush like this one, this is what I'm using. This is different in my head. Confusing, I know, but I use them two different ways because one's fluffier than the other and it gives you two different results. So something fluffy like this, I'm going in with Nudie, Commando, and Tinted. So those are the first, they're these colors right there. 1, 2, 3. And I like to take all of them and put it in my big crease. I do windshield wiper, and then I also kind of circle so that I can get it right in that corner and circle forward or inward, just like that. Alright, good. Now I'm taking the smaller E40 brush, and this is more of what it actually comes when you order it off of Sigma. And this is what it actually looks like. So now with this brush, I'm taking Tempted and Instinct. So we just used Tempted, but we're going to use that mixed with Instinct. That's right next to it. And we're going to put that in the smaller crease. Doing a bigger crease versus a smaller crease, the smaller crease is going to add the kind of shadow and dimension to the eye. You want to break up, it's going to help break up the lid from the color up here. And I like to kind of make it darker right here in this outer corner. And not quite as dark in the inner corner, but I still like to bring it in. And that I'm basically just doing windshield wiper motions. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Sigma E25 brush. It's just like a flat, kind of fluffy brush. And I'm going to take Instinct, which we just took, and Lockout. So that is this one and this one. I love this brush to put color in that outer corner and deepen up the outer corner and smaller crease. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with this color. I'm kind of patting it, but I'm basically laying it flat and doing the smallest windshield wiper motions just right in this outer corner. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush. It's called a precision smudge. Basically anything like this. And I'm going to take Commando, Tinted, and Instinct, the 3 colors we used in our larger crease. And I'm going to put that on my bottom lash line. About 2/3 of the way in. I'm going to leave the inner third untouched. You don't want to close off the eye completely. Now, taking a flat brush, just like this, I'm taking the color Blow. It's that first highlight color. It's my favorite. Packing it on the brush. I don't like to tap this one off because I like it all right in the inner corner. Not just the inner corner, but like the lid, the inner lid. Inner third of the lid, and then into the inner corner, slash dragging it down that lash line. This is also the color that we're going to use under the brow bone, so I'm just going to put some there now. Good. Now I'm going to do my liner. So I take an angled brush, and I take a mixture of a whole bunch of colors here, so bear with me. I'm taking Lethal, Lockout, and Blackjack. So Lethal, Lockout, and Blackjack. I like to mix those together mainly. And now I'm going to put this along my top lash line. I can't talk while I do this. And hopefully I stay in frame. Do not bring it all the way into the inner corner. And then I don't like to dip into any more. I just like to take whatever's left and go along a little bit of my bottom lash line. Alright, and now I'm going to do mascara. And I'm just using my Clump Crusher by CoverGirl as always. Mascara is done. Now I am going to move on to my brows. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm using my Brow Wiz and my brow definer. So one's a little bit thicker and thinner. They're both in taupe. Yes, they're both in taupe. So brush with this one, line with this one, fill in with this one. Now it's time to wipe away the bake. So I just take my highlighter brush. This is just the Sigma Spotlight Duster. Kind of blend it out. So now it's gone. So now we can actually highlight, and I highlight with my absolute favorite, my Laura Mercier Baked Powder and Highlight. Love this stuff. Look at that. Lips change from day to day. I can't find the lip liner I want, but I'm going to line with MAC Lip Pencil and Spice. It's not the color I want, but it's good enough. If I am going out to eat, I do not put on any lip product except for chapstick. Unless I'm going out to eat with like my friends and I know we're going to be taking pictures ahead of time, then I'll put it on and take it off before I eat, because I really don't like wearing lipstick when I'm eating. I used to be huge on lips, and I still kind of am, like I love the way they look, but like it's not practical.
If I'm going out on a date, I am not going to want to, well, I'm going to want to kiss the guy, but the guy's probably not going to want to get my lipstick all over his face. Just keep that in mind.
It looks nice sometimes, but I think guys look at it practically. Like, if I'm going to kiss that girl, I do not want to get her lipstick on my face. And it sounded more like I said donut instead of do not, so just take that how you will. Just making up this lip combo. Doesn't go well with the shirt. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I really loved doing this again. I really hope it goes up. The reason why you haven't seen a lot of videos from me is that my computer is so crappy. So crappy. It will not let me edit my videos. Won't even let me upload them into my editing software because I'm like out of storage, but even though I've deleted tons and tons of stuff off my computer, I don't know what's wrong. I think it has some sort of virus and I need to get a new one. So if this makes it up, which I really hope it will, that is why you haven't seen any videos from, well, it's not the only reason why. I actually filmed this whole update video that never went up, explaining why I've been away. If you still want to see that, I would be absolutely okay with making an update video. These are all going to be updated. This is my updated makeup routine. I want to do an updated, like, where have I been. I want to do an updated skincare routine. I want to do updated skincare routine, meaning like the products that I've been using, but also the treatments I've been using on my skin, because my skin has gotten a lot better. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's gotten a lot better, and I want to share kind of what I've been using and what I've been doing, because there are treatments that are involved in skincare as well as products. So I don't know if I'd want to put that all in one video or two videos. Let me know if you want to see that. First of all, if you want to see that at all. I still want to make it either way, but like, if you do you want separate videos or together? Products and treatments, or products and treatments. Yeah, so I just wanted to film this because first of all, I'm getting ready for work. I'm going to change out of this outfit. Thanks, Mom, for your closet again. But I am getting ready for work, so I was putting my makeup on anyway, and this is what I've been doing the past couple days, and I've been getting so many compliments. So I thought, you know what? I really want to film a video. I want to get back into it, and I want to film this video for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully I'm not rambling too much. I just had so much fun doing it. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.